Good day everyone. For today's lesson, we're gonna talk about the asymptotes of a rational function. Okay, so before we begin, let's have some review of our previous lessons. Okay, so first, it is the set of first coordinates. Okay, so what do we call the set of first coordinates? We call it, the answer is, okay, right. The answer is domain. Okay, domain. Next, the point where the graph crosses the x-axis is called, okay, so yung point, kung ito ay point kung saan yung graph ay dumaan sa x-axis. Okay, so we call this as x-intercept. So ganito yung tsura niya. So kung ito yung graph natin, x-axis, at ito naman yung y-axis, at halimbawa ito yung graph natin, no? So ito dito, yung point or yung intersection dyan, yun yung x-intercept natin. Okay. So next, the point where the graph crosses the y-axis is called, okay, so tama. We call it as y-intercept. Okay, so kung ito yung graph natin, ito yung y-axis, at ito yung x-axis. So, tapos ito naman yung graph natin. So, ito dito, yung point or yung intersection na nangyari sa y-axis, ito yung y-intercept. No? Okay. Next, how to find the y-intercept. Okay, so paano nga ba natin hinahanap si y-intercept? To find the y-intercept, we substitute. Okay, substitute 0 to x. No? Palitan natin sa x ng 0 and solve for y. Okay, solve for y. So that's how we find the y-intercept. Palitan sa x ng 0 tapos isolve si y. Okay, so how about how to find the x-intercept? Okay, dito naman kay x-intercept, we simply substitute 0 to y. Si y naman yung papalitan mo dito, then solve for x. Okay, so yun. Kapag sa y-intercept yung hinahanap, sa x yung papalitan mo. Kapag sa x naman yung hinahanap, si y yung papalitan mo. Okay? Okay. So, next, let's come to our lesson, which is the asymptotes. No? So, what is asymptotes? Okay, so it is a line that the graph of a function gets close to but does not touch. No? For example, we have this line, no? Y-axis and x-axis. Okay. So, yung asymptotes daw is a line. For example, ito yung asymptotes where the graph of a function gets close to. So, ito yung graph natin. Yung graph natin is palapit lang ng palapit sa ating asymptotes, but does not touch. Ibig sabihin, kahit i-extend pa natin itong graph na to infinity, it will never touch the asymptotes. This line, no? So, yun yung asymptotes. Okay. So, we have three types of asymptotes: the vertical asymptotes, horizontal asymptotes, and the oblique or slant asymptotes. First, we have the vertical asymptotes. Vertical asymptotes is actually the restriction of the domain. Meaning to say, di ba sa domain natin meron tayong sinasabi na the domain is the set of x elements where x is not equal, the domain is the set of all real numbers except x is not equal to 2. So, yung restriction na yon, yung 2 na yon na hindi kasali kay domain, siya pala si vertical asymptotes, no? So, that means, to find the vertical asymptotes, we simply equate the denominator to 0, no? So, equate lang natin si denominator to 0, then solve for x. Okay, so ganun lang pala, parang paulit-ulit na lang. So, para mahanap yung restriction ni domain, ini-equate natin si denominator by 0. Okay, so we also have the horizontal asymptotes. Si horizontal asymptotes naman, syempre yung line natin dito kasi horizontal, ibig sabihin pahiga. So, si vertical is meaning naka-vertical siya, no? Ganyan yung itsura niya. While si horizontal, ganito yung itsura niya. Okay. So, si horizontal asymptotes ay makukuha. We will get the horizontal asymptotes by comparing the degree of the numerator and the denominator. No? For example, yung rational function natin is merong form na n over x raised to n over d x raised to m. So, yung n natin is yung highest denominator, while yung m natin is yung yung n natin is yung highest degree sa numerator, while yung m naman is yung highest degree sa denominator. Okay? So, para makuha natin sa horizontal asymptotes, we simply compare these two exponent. Okay? So, ang mangyayari, if our n is less than m, ibig sabihin, mas malaki yung exponent sa taas compared sa baba. So, yung horizontal asymptotes natin, or yung y, is equal to 0. No? Ulitin ko, kapag yung exponent sa taas is mataas compared sa exponent sa baba, mali. Yung exponent pala sa taas is less than the exponent here in the denominator, so y is equal to 0. No? Mas malaki yung nasa baba compared sa taas, so y equals to 0. Then, kapag yung nangyari naman, n is equal to m, ibig sabihin, pareho sila ng exponent. For example, x squared yung nasa taas, sa baba naman is x squared din. So, yung y natin, we simply divide. No? I-divide lang natin yung numerical coefficient nitong dalawang to. Okay? So, yung form niya is a over b, where a and b are the numerical coefficient of numerator and denominator. Okay, then if our n is greater than m, ibig sabihin mas mataas yung exponent natin dito sa numerator compared sa denominator. So, yung y natin, or ang sagot natin is no horizontal asymptotes. No horizontal asymptotes yung sagot. Okay, so mamaya mas makukuha pa natin yan, no? Then we have the oblique or slant asymptotes. Yung oblique or slant asymptotes, nangyayari to kapag yung degree ng numerator, ibig sabihin yung exponent sa taas, no? Yung exponent sa numerator is higher, mas mataas siya ng greater than 1. Okay? 1 higher than the exponent or the degree in the denominator. Ibig sabihin, mas mataas yung n compared sa m ng 1 degree. For example, we have x cubed over x squared. Okay? So, sa case na to, meron tayong oblique or slant asymptotes kasi isa lang yung gap nilang dalawa. No? Okay. And to get the oblique or slant asymptotes, we simply divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, so ganun lang yung paggawa natin. Ang pag-divide natin is we will use the synthetic division or the long division method. No? So, okay. So, let's start. Let's have some examples. Okay, so example 1. Find the vertical and horizontal asymptotes of the rational function f of x equals x squared minus 2x minus 3 over x minus 2. Okay. Okay, so so to find the vertical asymptotes is we need to equate this denominator to 0. But before we equate this, we need to reduce first this fraction. I-check muna natin kung pwede pa siyang ma-lowest term, no? Or ma-simplify. Okay, so yung factor nito, x squared minus 2x minus 3, equal siya sa, okay, so let's think of a number, no? Pa-factor out natin yung numerator para malaman lang kung pwedeng ma-cancel out yung nasa baba. Kasi once ma-cancel out, so mawawala yung vertical asymptotes natin, no? So check muna natin. So let's think of a number that when we multiply, the result is x squared and that factor is x times x, no? Then ngayon naman, isip tayo ng number na kapag minultiply natin is negative 3, kapag inad naman ay negative 2. Tama ba? Let's check kung tama. Oh yes, tama. Okay, so yung number na yun ay, okay, right, positive 1 and negative 2. Okay, so when, tama. Tama ba? Okay, mali. Negative 3 pala. Okay, x minus 3. Okay, so yan, x plus 1 and x minus 3 yung factor niya. Ibig sabihin, wala tayong makakancel dito, so equate na natin si denominator by 0. So, para kay vertical asymptotes, no? So, x minus 2 equals 0, din solve for x. So, apply natin si addition property of equality, add lang tayo ng plus 2, both sides, no? So, cancel siya. So, x equals 2. So, eto si vertical asymptotes, no? Kung i-graph natin yan, so, eto yung x-axis natin. Eto yung 1 and 2. Dahil positive to, so dito siya malolocate. So, ibig sabihin, nandito yung graph natin, no? Yung asymptotes natin. Ibig sabihin, kung ganito yung itsura ng graph, palapit lang siya ng palapit dito, but hindi niya matatouch yung line natin. Okay. Next, we have the, what do you call this? Horizontal asymptotes. No, check natin. Horizontal naman. Okay, so sa horizontal, compare lang natin yung highest degree. So dito, sa numerator, yung highest degree niya is 2. While sa denominator naman, yung highest degree niya is x lang or 1. So 2 and 1, ibig sabihin mas mataas yung numerator kaysa sa denominator. Okay, ibig sabihin, there is no horizontal asymptotes. Okay, so walang horizontal asymptotes, no? Ibig sabihin, if we extend this graph, so wala siyang restriction, no, sa horizontal. Vertical lang yung restriction niya. Let's check kung meron tayong restriction sa oblique, no? So we know that meron our nag-i-exist yung oblique niya kasi comparing the degree of numerator and denominator, isa lang yung gap niya, no? So yung degree dito is 2, eto naman is 1. Okay, ibig sabihin nag-i-exist si what do you call this? Slant. Okay. So, how to solve for the slant? or the vertical. Okay, so divide lang natin using the synthetic division. So x minus 2 divided by x squared minus 2x minus 3. Okay, so x squared divided by x is x, no? So x lang. Okay, then x times x is x squared. Tapos, x times negative 2 is negative 2x. Okay? If we subtract this, the result will be 0. Okay? So, bring down negative 3. And thus, okay, yung quotient natin dito is x. Okay? So, yung quotient, x is x minus 3 over x minus 2. So, ito yung quotient natin dito, no? Kapag dinivide natin. At, yung kukunin lang natin sa slant is yung first, yung quotient lang, hindi yung remainder. Kasi ito yung x, siya yung quotient, ito naman yung remainder. Okay? So, therefore, yung slant natin, dito ko na nasulat, slant asymptotes is y equals x, no? Ibig sabihin si x, si y equals x, yung slant natin. Kung i-graph natin yan, eto. So, kung ano yung value ni y, ganun din yung value ni x. For example, si y is 0, so si x is 0 din, dito siya. Kung si y naman is 1, si x is 1, so nandito siya. Kung si y is negative 1, si x is negative 1. Okay? So, yun yung ibig sabihin niya. If we graph that, ganito yung itsura niya. No? Okay. So, tapos kanina, yung vertical asymptote natin is ganito. Yan. No? So, ibig sabihin yung graph natin is hindi siya magta-touch sa dalawang to. Kung mula siya dito, ganito lang yung itsura niya. No? Yan. Ganun lang yung magiging itsura niya. Extend lang siya ng extend, but the graph will never touch these two asymptotes. Okay? So, I hope na gets. Another example tayo. Okay, so, example 2, find the vertical and horizontal asymptotes of the rational function. Okay, so, 4 over x, yung given natin. So, again, para makuha sa vertical, equate lang natin si denominator by 0. So, kung si denominator ay x equals 0. So, si vertical asymptote is x equals 0. So, yun na yun. Ganun lang. While horizontal naman, compare lang natin yung degree ng numerator and denominator. Compare lang natin yung exponent. Kung mapapansin mo dito si numerator, wala siyang variable. Okay? That means yung degree niya is 0. While dito sa denominator niya, x, so yung x meron niyang exponent na 1. So that means our n is less than m. Okay? Ibig sabihin si n is mas malaki compared kay m. Okay, so therefore our horizontal asymptote is y equals so si y is equal to 0. Okay. So kung iisipin natin, no, tingin muna tayo sa oblique or slant. So sa slant, nag-i-excess ba? Hindi. Kasi ang sabi sa slant, mag-i-excess lang siya kapag yung degree ng numerator is 1 higher compared sa degree ng denominator. Dito yung nangyari, mas malaki yung denominator compared sa numerator. So, ibig sabihin, wala tayong slant asymptote. Okay? So, if we're going to draw this, no, mapapansin natin 0, 0. Okay. So, si x ay 0. ibig sabihin, yung vertical niya is nandito rin sa y-axis. No? So, ito na mismo yung asymptotes. While yung y is 0 naman, ito naman, si y-axis yung asymptotes niya. Okay? Kung meron tayong graph, ibig sabihin, example lang to ganito yung itsura niya. No? Extend lang siya ng extend, pero hindi niya matatouch. No? So, papunta siya sa dun, sa taas. Or pwede din ganito, no? So, yun yung magiging itsura ng graph niya, no? Yan. Hindi siya magta-touch sa both axes. Okay. Okay, so next example. Okay, so find the vertical and horizontal asymptotes of the rational function x squared minus 3x plus 2 over x squared minus 5x plus 6. Okay, so try nating isolve to. Okay, so the first thing we need to do in order to get the vertical asymptotes is we need to simplify first the given value. No? So, factor out muna natin. Yung factor niya, sa numerator, we have x. So, isip tayo ng number na kapag minultiply is positive 2, kapag inad natin is negative 3. So, yung number na yun is x minus 1 and x minus 2. Negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. Kapag inad mo, negative 3. Dito naman, okay, so x squared is factor niya is x times x. Okay, so then isip tayong number na kapag minultiply natin is positive 6, kapag inad natin is negative 5. Yung number na yun is negative 3 and negative 2. Okay, so yun. So, as you can see, x minus 2, so makakancel out. So, yung function natin is x minus 1 over x minus 3 na lang. So, eto na siya, no? Eto na yung reduced function natin. Okay. So, hanapin na natin sa vertical asymptote. Okay, sa vertical asymptote, we simply need to equate the denominator by 0. So, kunin natin si denominator x minus 3 equals 0. Then, apply the addition property of equality. Cancel, so x equals positive 3. So, yun na yung vertical asymptotes natin. Ito din yung restriction ng domain natin. Next is horizontal. So, as you can observe, same sila ng degree, no? Yung x, yung exponent niya is 1. Sa x din sa denominator, exponent niya ay 1. So, therefore, we need to divide the numerical coefficient of these two. So, si numerator na x, meron siyang 1 dito, no? At si denominator naman, meron siyang 1. Okay? So, 1 divided by 1 is 1. Therefore, yung horizontal asymptotes natin, y equals 1. Okay. So, yun. How about the slant or the oblique asymptotes? Meron ba? Okay, wala. Kasi, equal sila, no? Equal yung degree natin. Or eto, equal yung degree. Parehong 1. Okay, so, mag-i-exist lang si slant kapag higher. 1 higher si numerator compared kay denominator. Okay? Okay, so I hope may naiintindihan kahit konti. So, that's all for today. If you want to try this. No? Find the vertical and horizontal asymptotes of the rational function x plus 1 over x minus 3. Okay, comment in the section below your answer.